Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sports Half podcast, your weekly dose of everything that happens in the sports half of the world. Today, we are here talking about Bengaluru FC. This is the DNA of this club.
Yeah, of course, Mumbai was going to catch you out of position. Didn't look sharp.
Will he win us the ISL trophy? If he wins the ISL trophy, he deserves a year.
Literally buried Parag in
I am sure. We're not talking about Suresh. I think we should talk about Suresh.
I love Suresh.
We are still the same team. We're still the same team, but we know where our players are going to be for that next pass.
And before we begin,
Yeah.
link in the description for the quiz that we just did. Small quiz, chota quiz.
Yeah.
Go check that out. And before we begin again, like, karo,
Share.
And enjoy the video.
and please like again. Please watch.
Don't like it twice.
Yeah,
like
like
it once.
or
only.
thrice.
Yeah.
Once or thrice. Yeah.
And press the bell icon. Smash it. In fact.
On that note, how are you guys doing? It's been a while since
Smashing!
So happy, man. So happy. So happy.
Joy has returned
Only
back
joy.
to the life of the blues.
The last time we did a BFC podcast, we were so upset
Yeah.
and so down and out.
We stopped making podcasts. only.
Yeah, we thought that as long as we make podcasts, we're going to lose.
Yeah.
So for the club's sake, we stopped recording.
You're
And,
welcome.
Yeah, very very welcome, Chetri bhai. If you're watching this,
But
One shout out for us.
and like also little, but
yeah, now if they go on and lose, people are going to come after
no.
us.
Our thing is playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs.
After that,
Yeah.
it's not on us. We said playoffs in our initial episodes.
Yeah.
That somehow we'll get to the playoffs. We are here.
Yeah. And
We are fucking in the playoffs.
What a
Yeah.
crazy, amazing
Yeah.
ride it's been. 7 wins
Jesus
in a
Christ.
row.
Yeah, man.
And this is our best winning streak ever in the ISL.
Incredible, outrageous,
Absolutely.
fantabulous, shocking. I don't know.
Shocking is the word.
Shocking.
Who would have thought we would beat Mumbai City 1-0 at home? I think that is. Let's talk about that.
2-1.
2-1 by a goal.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that would have even been possible? I
No,
didn't think. it would.
absolutely not. I went into the stadium with Rishabh saying we're going to lose 2-0.
You're right.
And even he was like, 2-0.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a prediction. Inside the stadium, the vibe was, we're going to get outplayed, we're going to get fucked, we're not going to win
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Even me when
Nobody was in high spirits. I mean, we're in high spirits with the momentum, saying that, okay, fine, we're going to put in a performance.
Yeah.
But winning, though, it was
Yeah,
totally unexpected.
we were talking about this before the game as well. We weren't going there. At least for me, it was to watch
Mumbai play.
Yeah.
one of the best
Yeah.
teams to have ever played in ISL. I feel, right? The quality and the amount of improvement they've seen in the last couple of years. I wanted to watch that team play.
Yeah.
That was my motive.
They
But-
played well. Mumbai
Yeah.
played well, and so did we. I mean, we also.
Yeah, we've been somewhat on a roll, having things going our way.
Yeah.
It's totally clicking on the field. I think a win against Mumbai is the testament
And
of
with
that.
like 3 changes to the team from our 6-game winning streak. Roy Krishna is not there.
Yeah.
That was a big miss.
Yeah, and who was the other big miss?
Parag was not
Parag
a
is
big
not
miss.
at all a big man, but glad he was not there.
Yeah.
And one more, I think Alan Costa suspended.
Alan Costa. He had to go back to Brazil or something. There was an
Are you
emergency
serious?
with his wife.
Oh.
That's what they were talking
Okay.
about in the pre-match.
Let's hope everything's
Please
fine.
come back
there.
for Goa game or come back for the knockouts. That's fine.
Yeah.
We can beat Goa without literally anyone. We can go and beat Goa if we want to.
Right
or you
now.
never know, they might come back with a little bit of vengeance, because
Yeah.
they lost and we qualified.
Yeah.
So have Goa not qualified?
Goa needs a win desperately. They are 3 points behind Odisha and us.
We shouldn't be worried actually, because
80K.
Yeah, I think right now.
fuck, even 80K are in like
Yeah.
not
28.
sure of
They are
qualification.
3 points
man.
behind us,
Oh my god.
and Goa is 4
28.
points behind us.
So
At
if Goa
27.
wins, I am sure they're through because 80K plays their last game today. No.
No, they have 2 more games.
games.
They
Two
have-
games in total.
Oh, Spicy.
so fun that we are not in this
And
conversation.
80K is
Yeah.
playing
80K is playing
Kerala
Blasters.
tonight.
Is playing Kerala today, and they are playing somebody else
Wow.
later on. Yeah, Hyderabad.
They are playing
It
Hyderabad.
looked
Yeah.
pretty straightforward, no? In the beginning, like Bangalore didn't look like it. Northeast
Yeah.
were like
Yeah.
very happy to
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
there, participate.
Participation.
No relegation this season.
Right.
We are just gonna ride the wave.
Girlies, bro.
80K
Northeast,
looked good.
Northeast have one win. Has any team performed so badly ever in the ISL?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Anywhere for that matter in
Yeah.
any league.
I think they have beaten their own record of the least points before, right? They have
Papa John
struggled. Yeah.
Johnny.
The problem with
Stop buying.
Northeast.
Like you can get a player for the Busa that you just bought, bro. Like John.
John Abraham.
Ah.
Dude,
So-
it's actually sad, bro. Like
Yeah.
Northeast is the
Yeah.
like, pinnacle of Indian football, where all the talent comes
Yeah.
from there, and they are finishing last. In the
They need to get their strategy right. They need to do a lot of scouting,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
them
yeah.
sell, make
Yeah.
money through sales, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there are clubs who are buying players. 80K is splurging, all the best talent they are buying, right? And so
what's
is
the
Mumbai.
fucking point of buying all those players and finishing below us?
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
keeping all of them on the bench. Shots
No
fired.
mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 80K plays Kerala and East Bengal.
Oh,
And
okay.
Kerala play
Derby.
Hyderabad and 80K. That is 80K today. By the time this video comes out, we'll know what happens.
Bro,
with that
I
game.
think Goa is qualifying then.
Goa plays Bangalore and they lost to Chennai. So
only one game.
Only one
Odisha plays
Jamshedpur.
Northeast. Jamshedpur.
Jamshedpur.
I think
Chennai
that
plays
could be a win.
Northeast.
for them.
Doesn't
Jamshedpur Shield win was that? No.
I'd say on a good day, if everything goes, if the stars align, third and fourth is kind of a possibility. I was going to say
bro,
sealed,
it is
but the sports half curse.
No, it is possible. I'm so confident of us beating
Yeah.
Goa.
Yeah.
Very, very confident. If we can beat Mumbai, we can. Now I have the confidence of beating any team.
Let's talk about that. So Mumbai, right? We beat Mumbai. Are we looking at winning the
Yeah, I am.
championship?
Right now I
ISL?
am.
The only team to
Trophy.
have defeated Mumbai before this match was us
Yeah,
in the
the
Durand
Durand
Cup
Cup.
finals.
Dude, and surprisingly, like I don't know how this has happened. We have won only 4 games lesser than what Mumbai has won.
Okay.
They are on 14 wins. We are on 10 wins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's damn good, dude. Like
Yeah. What a turnaround.
What?
that's
And
amazing.
And look, anything can happen in the knockouts.
Yeah.
And we have made a habit out of winning. And that is where I think, we
And
can,
if it's at Kantirwa, there's no chance any team is coming
Yeah.
and beating us. Like
Katra.
that one very heartfelt, like hurtful memory is there of Chennai beating us in the finals
Yeah.
at Kantirwa. But apart from that, I think at home knockouts when it mattered the most, we have
Yeah.
been absolutely dominant. So I am not bothered. It's okay, man. If it's actually the curse, then fuck the players, bro. What are they doing? Yeah, legit. No, anyway. Coming back to Mumbai game, I think very good performance, man. So unexpected.
Yeah, it looked like they were just going to stick to their plan, allow Mumbai to play in front of them. Anything that happens, they try and make that happen, you nip it in the bud.
Right.
It looked like that. And they were, of
That's a
course,
good
Mumbai
point.
was going to catch you out of position once or twice, but they didn't look sharp, Mumbai.
Right.
And that's where I
And
think we
you
kind
know
of...
why?
Because they were in Goa.
No.
Before they came to...
Also, they came to Bangalore.
They didn't go back to Mumbai. They stayed back in Goa and they came directly to Bangalore.
Also, as rumor has it, Greg Stewart, he was named in the lineup starting.
Yeah, he
lineup.
wasn't. Okay.
And what happened apparently, from what I've heard from my sources, is before walking into the pitch or walking out of the pitch after training, man stripped on a wire just outside the pitch while getting into
Before
the dressing
warm-ups.
room.
Okay.
Either before or after the
Right,
warm-up,
right.
one of them. And I have a slight suspicion that one of the BFC boys has slyly put one wire when he's walking. And like, fuck Greg Stewart. We don't want none of that invincible shit at the fortress.
Nice.
And we got the W.
And look,
W.
that's very smart if we did that.
Oh, amazing.
I'm 100%
Amazing.
behind the team if they did it.
100%, yeah.
man.
I
Fuck
won't be
Mumbai.
surprised if Chetri has only laid that wire over there.
Or in the game, right? it's a good point you brought up about Greg Stewart not playing. First 10 minutes, Mumbai City looked like they did not have that
They looked
X
like
factor.
Bengaluru FC.
They look like Bengaluru FC. They didn't look like they did not have the killer pass in them. They were passing it around, but no killer pass. But we had that, right? We kept putting in those through
7th
balls.
minute, Harvey to Chetri.
Yeah.
What a ball!
Beautiful
Beautiful ball.
threading the needle.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
If he had finished that Chetri, I think the stadium would have erupted there and then. Yeah.
We all thought it was a penalty. Of course, from sitting in that West block, everything looks like a penalty. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, one small touch to the player looks like a penalty only. So I don't know, but it was very fun, like very unexpected. And then as the game progressed, I think we did well. Like we weren't overwhelmed by Mumbai.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though they had so much of the ball, they just didn't let go of the ball and playing it around here and there from left to right, right to left. One or two moments where Changte was through on the left, I was a little worried. But apart from that, nobody else. Their striker also, Jorge Pereira Diaz.
Yeah.
He didn't do
very
much.
quiet.
Greg Stewart's replacement, in fact, number 8. I don't know his name. I'm not sure of his name. He looked a little threatening, but I
Not
think
the quality that Greg
not the
Stewart.
quality, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So all in all, a very good day for us, man. So,
Jingan, bro, I think did major role in keeping Pereira Diaz quiet throughout the game, and Jovanovic, I think brought in. I mean, of course, there was an emergency; he had to play.
Right.
But man, it was the right choice. It felt like because you needed someone who could, start a counter attack from right there, and who better than your centre back who can play a little bit of ball.
Yeah.
Like it's better than Alan Costa at least.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you saw we got dividends. Like who gave the assist to Harvey's goal? It was-
Australian Messi.
Yeah.
He's Alexander Jovanovic.
Alexander
right?
Jovanovic.
Yeah. Alexander Jovanovic.
From Australia. What?
Yeah. What a weird mix, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought he was from Serbia.
Yeah, and I thought he was from Serbia. But
Serbia or
Australian.
that region.
Australian.
Croatian, yeah.
Australians have done well for us. Partalu, Jovanovic.
Yeah.
I think we need to get more
Jovanovic,
talent.
I wouldn't put him in the same bracket yet. Eric Partalu was top. Sean Rooney, another top guy.
yeah.
Australian.
Oh, yeah.
Any more? I think
Not
that's
that
pretty
I
much
can
it.
remember.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, and we played Bruno as the second centre back. So,
Right centre back.
I think he was in between, right?
No,
he,
he was
he
the.
just kept slotting in wherever he could into the back line.
So good decision playing 3 big men
Yeah.
behind. If it wasn't Bruno, it would have been Alan Costa.
Right.
So good, yeah. No crosses, no space
No
for Mumbai to
trouble,
cross in the
yeah.
ball around. Nothing. And Parag also not being there, I think helped us because Changte on Parag would have been.
Oh, he would
he would
have
have
Massacre.
demolished. He would have literally buried Parag in
I am
Kantirva.
sure. Yeah.
So I'm very good. Like everything worked out so well.
Yeah.
Like, whatever happened for the best.
Yeah, somewhat that kind of energy builds up. I think when
Yeah.
you've been on a 7-match, unbeaten run,
Yeah.
and things start falling into place. And no better time than now, man. Just before the playoffs, qualified, looking like we can compete.
Yeah, and talking about how we are playing, I think I just want to compare how we were playing in the beginning and now. Right, in the beginning, the issues that we were having was whenever we had the ball, we looked clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we know we are still the same team. We are still the same team. We are still defending. We're still playing counter attack.
Yeah.
But we know where our players are going to be for that next pass. So I think it's taken a bit of time for Simon Grayson to find or teach his philosophy of counter attack. Which is great. Now it's working out. 7 wins in a row is amazing.
Yeah,
You can't beat that.
I think like team wise, one change in the team, major change has been Rohit Kumar.
Yeah.
He didn't play the first 10, 12 games, I think.
We
First
were
10, 11
we were
games.
crying out for a midfielder
Yeah,
alongside
bro.
Harvey.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
we just didn't know who it could be. Was it going to be Suresha, Danish?
Yeah.
Is Jayesh going to step up? What was the?
Yeah.
That was a huge hole,
Yeah,
basically.
and unexpectedly Rohit Kumar
Yeah,
has been putting in
he's
like
risen
I
to
think
the
8 out of 10 performance consistently without even the Mumbai game. Oh, he was everywhere. Kerala game, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
So good, like so confident on the ball, and like just compliments Harvey so well.
Suresh as well, you know. And we are not talking about Suresh. I think we should talk about Suresh because he's been that player who you don't really talk about, but he's been silently doing really well.
I love Suresh,
right?
man.
Rohit at least has been visibly there. He's been scoring goals. He's been getting the plaudits, right?
Yeah.
But Suresha, his ball retention has been of another level this season. You give Suresh the ball, he has lost it a few times. He's made a few mistakes that have led to goals.
Yeah, he has. But he's young.
He's young, but his passing accuracy, I think, has improved a lot more.
And
he pulls the ball back and then keeps it really tight and
very
close
tight.
with himself.
He doesn't play those really forward passes, if you would like to call it. But even then, he
keeps it ticking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a bulldog. He runs so much, bro. Like one energy. He has a machine inside him.
Yeah. I think that's how they want to play, right? Like Rohit and Suresh or whoever play as the two pivot midfielders are going to try and win the ball back and feed it to Harvey.
Yeah.
So that's all. And as soon as Harvey receives the ball, your front
he's
two are
magic,
running.
dude. Harvey
He's just like I honestly thought he wouldn't kick on this season, but Nikhil always had that faith in him. Like he kept saying we have Harvey, and I think the Goa match, the one we travelled to, that's when he like turned it all around. Like he got 2 goals in that game, and ever since then,
that's true.
He's been absolutely world class for us.
Was the winning streak started with that Goa?
No, we lost one after that.
I think our first win came against Northeast away.
Northeast away, correct. After Goa, we came back and lost against
Odisha, I think. One of those. It was an away win.
Northeast, I'm sure it was
Northeast, right.
I think we came back from Goa to Kandirva and lost to
Hyderabad, maybe
Mumbai, we lost to Mumbai as well.
At home, their home.
Yeah.
4-0, we got leathered by Mumbai.
Yeah, right.
Revenge bitches.
Yes, and it is sweet.
Yeah, so that's that. We are in the playoffs.
Yes.
Everything's good. Happy days. Go for the title.
Going for the title for sure.
Go for the win.
It hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
definitely not sunk in, man. It's just like
like
a dream.
Yeah.
It's like a very happy dream.
I'm just saying that cliched sentence of saying let's go for the title, but are you 100% in it?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I am in it right now because the problem with this team was the league games. I had a feeling that they would always do well in the knockouts.
Right.
And now that we are here, because the main reason I say this is because of the kind of performance they pulled in the Durand Cup. Even before the team was like, okay, fine, we played our full strength squad, but how well had this squad known each other, or how well did they know to play under this new coach, right? And they somehow managed to get that done. So I think I feel a lot more comfortable now.
And from what I've heard, like when we signed Simon Grayson, it was very well known that he's a cup manager. He will win you the cups, like those. He's not good like in a league format, not good overall, but he will win you the cups, and he won us the Run Cup.
Yeah.
And now for us, pretty much every game is like a cup game.
It is
like
a cup game.
Starting
with Goa,
you win, then you finish 3rd or 4th.
Yeah.
Then you eliminate her, semi-finals, finals. So.
Also, let's just kind of brief that and put that across, right? For anybody who's not aware, right? The way this is going to work in the ISL for qualification is 6 teams out of 11 are going to qualify to the next stage. Top 2 are going to qualify to the semi-final directly, right? Now, the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th teams, which is 4 teams, they will have a playoff, an eliminator, a knockout game, a single game, which will be at the home of the 3rd and the 4th place teams. Yeah. The 3rd place 6th, 4th place 5th. Right? If you're still with me, the winner of these games is then going to go to the semi-final and play against against Hyderabad and Mumbai.
And that will be a two-leg.
That's a 2-leg game, home and away.
Yeah.
And the final is probably going to be in Mumbai. But I think if we win the knockout...
So when are we booking our tickets then to Mumbai? Anyone sponsoring? Slight, Solpa.
We'll do complete vlogs for you, everything. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, anyways.
Confident of... I think the next struggle will be... so if we finish 3rd, 4th, we'll probably face Goa or ATK or someone.
Looks like it, yeah.
I think we can beat them.
Yeah.
The only two teams which we might not be able to beat are Hyderabad and Mumbai. So one of them we play in the semis.
That's a good point. So if we are either going to play ATK Mohun Bagan, Odisha, or Goa. Assuming we win our game against Goa.
Yeah.
If we win against Goa, that means Goa's not. So it's either Odisha or ATK Mohun Bagan. Do you think we will win? Odisha is also playing well and kind of coming
at
back
home. At home.
At our home,
I think we'll win.
Away,
can't say, but man, 7 games next will be 8 wins in a row. I'm damn confident, bro, of Goa. I hope it doesn't come to bite me in the ass. I'm so confident of beating Goa. So if we play away, then it's 50-50.
Yeah.
But given the winning momentum that we are on, we are the team to beat right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be exciting, that's for sure.
It's going to be very exciting. And if, let's say, we reach where we want to be, which is the finals.
Yeah.
Simon Grayson, do you sack him or do you keep him, extend his contract? And he's on a 2-year contract. So what I've heard is we were in talks with Manolo Marquez of Hyderabad and all because of Simon's poor run in the league.
Right.
Now that he's made the playoffs, apparently the contract is that if he makes the playoff, he's going to be extended for 1 more season.
Okay.
If we don't want him, we have to terminate and pay him out.
Right.
So it's a very, very big call. Expensive termination.
Expensive decision for Albert Roca and Darren
And
Caldeira.
it might be an unpopular decision because if we go on to the finals and then we sack him, it's going to be very.
What kind of?
It's going to be hard to explain if we take one more season. Next season we say we are building a new team. It's going to take some time. Then we're going to say, hey,
we
already had a team.
Exactly.
Why did we have to break something that's...
And again, next season, if we start off like how we did this season, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So, and then you're going to be like, in hindsight, we shouldn't have done that and all that stuff, and it's not good.
So, this is what I'm thinking about it, okay? Like you said, unpopular opinion. But which one? Let me explain. Simon Grayson, in all of his managerial career, he has been part of the 2nd league, 3rd league, 4th league of the English pyramid, right? And in these leagues, it's not so much as developing talents. You're not developing talents for the Premier League, so you're not managing like best of the best. So he knows how to manage teams and make them play a certain way. Now, if you look at his record, it's not that he has qualified every time with these teams. He has only finished 10th, 7th, 15th, 16th.
Yeah.
He's not gotten relegated too many times, but he's been in the mid-table.
Yeah.
So that is what you'll be getting from Simon Grayson. And if you look at the other managers, it's not like Simon Grayson is head and above,
there's no chance,
better than any of these guys in certain aspects, right?
Yeah.
And I've not heard anything about Simon Grayson being a good youth developer. Of course, look, Shiva Shakti has stormed onto the pitch.
But he's the only player. We have like the rest of our bench is pretty much youth. Rohit is not youth. He's 25 or something.
Yeah,
we have Leon Augustine, Vidyananda Sagar.
Yeah, who's coming up?
They're all on the bench, but they've never been.
Yeah.
Namgyal Bhotia, Ajay Chetri. They haven't been given an option. Bhotia has been given a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, that's only because Prabir was giving out stinkers after stinkers in the beginning of the season. So in terms of youth development, I don't know if he has a good track record. So I'm not completely behind that either. Correct. Right? Okay, let's say he takes will he win us the ISL trophy? If he wins the ISL trophy, he deserves a year.
And not only does he deserve a year, he deserves the players he needs for the next season.
Absolutely, yes. Give him some time.
Because you cannot say, you won the league, okay, you're here, but we're not going to give you any players that you want.
Yeah.
Like if rumors are to be true, I think all this Hyderabad rumors of Halicharan and their manager and all is looking at Manolo Marquez being here, Roca being here, and getting in a structure. But if it gets disrupted,
that was the assumption, right? That the club is broken. Like we have to build from scratch. Now, if there's a trophy, now again, trophy is a long way away, right? It's like 1, 2, 3
games away.
3.5 games. The fourth we have to win. Final is 3.5 games away. We're 4 wins away from winning the ISL. So I don't see that happening. And for that reason,
I'm out.
I'm out. Simon out. No, not Simon out. Look, I support Simon. I'm going to sing his name.
And apologies to
Apologies,
Simon Grayson,
yeah.
man. We
We
abused
doubted
him
you.
a lot.
Yeah.
Doubted him. And
For all good reasons, we doubted him. But he's turned it around.
Yeah, like there was indication that BFC were looking at other options, and it did seem like the club wanted to head in a completely different directions with rumors about Manolo Marquez, Albert Roca already coming in.
Yeah.
But what Simon has gone and done, no, he's like shown them the finger of sorts, like you know what, I can still do it. I'm the manager, and what I do on the pitch is what the fans resonate with, and sort of brought in a certain level of I would say there's a gap now between what the management is thinking and what is actually happening on the pitch. Big clubs like BFC shouldn't be too bothered by this. They should be able to handle it. I think they should be very clear about how they want to go. Are they going to stick with you make a lot of interesting points about Simon Grayson not being someone who finishes in the top 4 or the top 2 or winning at all the first place, and I think that's something that we should avoid if we possibly can. Like we need to get in a manager who can win us games, like who has the habit of winning, who has history of winning, who has winning championships in his DNA sort of, because that's the kind of club BFC has always been, and that's the standard we have set, and that's the standard we want to stick to. So given that being the main requirement,
you're saying, look, there's a huge gulf of difference between the thought process of the management and the coach. But the coach is not the right guy. So do you stick with should the management then stick with Simon? You're saying no.
So I go back to like the last episode which we did, I think after losing one of the Hyderabad away games or something, when we recorded the last episode, and we put out a reel also, right? Is Simon Grayson the right man for BFC to win title? And Rakshit very rightly pointed out saying, trophy, sure, we've won the Durand Cup, we might win the ISL, but footballing philosophy. Is he the man for BFC to continue this philosophy for the next 5 years? Let's say we want to build on a team that can challenge every season, not just this year and next year, but consistently for the next 5 years. Because we know Mumbai are going to do it, we know Hyderabad are going to do it. Who's going to be? We need to be the third team to be in there saying, look, you're not the only 2 top dogs here. We are also here and we can win against you too. I don't. It hurts me to say, but I don't see that with Simon. I think we need that.
I think then the biggest
point, and the youth has been the biggest thing, right? Like BFC is known to develop players and push them through the ranks. And if you don't have someone with a consistent track record of pushing the youth through the system, I think it's not something you want to go with, because that's kind of important. These things, the reason we are thinking that should Simon stay is the last 7 games. He's won these 7 games, and that's the only reason. But is that all that happens in a football club?
That's not. The biggest question then is philosophy, right? Not biggest question, but the biggest point I think we are talking about is, what is the philosophy of the club? Are we the counter-attacking style of play at all? If you're going to say yes, we are, and go completely behind it and say, okay, this is who we are, then it makes sense to have Simon win games, play fast wingers, right?
Look what happened with Chelsea. Like they started off somewhere with that system of 3 at the back and kind of stuck with them for so long through Tuchel, and even Potter had to come in and he had to like phase players out, buy a whole new squad altogether.
Well, that's not Potter, that's Todd Bowley.
Bowley doing it, but I'm sure Potter said, I don't want to play 5 at the back. So things like that, they tend to stick on, is what I'm trying to say. And you might have to end up spending more time and more money
trying to change the entire laid down, right?
I think now that Parth has told Mandar that your time at the club is done, we are starting from scratch. I think continue with that decision. Don't now stop just because we are doing so well.
Yeah.
It could all go wrong in the next 2 games. You never know.
Yeah.
Like just because we're riding on a good wave doesn't mean it's going to happen forever.
Yeah.
We could lose against Goa, we could lose the eliminator, and that's a season done. There's no point of all the 7 wins in a row, right? Just for the final 2 games to lose.
Yeah.
So I think you bought in Albert Roca and Darren Caldera for a purpose. Let them fulfill their purpose. And if Roca is in mind of getting Manolo Marquez, I think that's the way to go. Or any other manager for that.
A little bit of what BFC has been doing has also come as a result of other teams not winning.
Yeah.
Right.
And
correct, that's
lot of light
fatigue is I get what you're trying to say, which is that the players are kind of hit that mental breaking point. That done. I've given a lot. Now I need to rest for playoffs. They've kind of put their foot off the pedal, right?
Maybe,
Right.
I don't think, are you saying whether that could affect BFC? Or?
No. I'm saying
it's affected all the other clubs.
And
and result of
BFC has come through that, and that's why again we are looking at Simon staying. That's what I was getting at.
Could be, it's possible. And we've beaten the teams that were in the top 6, right? We beaten ATK, we beat Goa away from home, we beat
Kerala.
Mumbai, we beat Kerala. That's 4 of the top 6 right there. So that's probably a good point. I mean, I wouldn't put it past that. But I want to put the focus on us also. We've been doing very well.
We
actually haven't
No doubt about that.
We haven't put a foot wrong since that Northeast
Agreed.
Yeah, only the point is we are not playing attacking football. We are playing very conservative football.
Conservative
very
and pragmatic.
Energy saving football.
Very pragmatic football.
Energy saving football.
which is why we probably don't want Simon. And I don't know how unpopular or a popular decision is going to be, but it's probably going to the decision is going to come on the finals. If we reach the finals and if we win and then sack Simon, the reaction might be completely different. But if we lose and sack Simon, everyone's going to be like, fine, it's okay. Let's get a new manager. But if he wins is the question.
Yeah.
And are we going to win?
Yeah.
As much as I'd love
That's
it, I'd love for us to win, of course. But
look, I love this club, man. I love this club, and the way it just keeps surprising me season after season. This season, I thought, oh god,
this season,
the way we've turned it around, magnificent.
We've been
unimaginable.
We've been rock bottom, and we've come somewhere.
And and there are a lot of questions, for the management to answer. A lot of questions for the coaches to answer. And then there's one question, I think, for the fans to answer, which we will definitely discuss in a lot of detail after the season ends. But I just want to get quick opinions of this particular topic, which is Sunil Chhetri. Man is getting really old. Everybody gets old, and time always catches up with the best of us. And even with Sunil Chhetri, we thought he is not human. He's from a different planet, right? But he is human at the end of the day, and things are catching up to him. I don't want to tear up, but
he is our human.
He's our human. Is it curtains for Sunil Chhetri this season? Or is it going to be next season? We're going to discuss this later again. But right now, in short, what do you guys think?
Next season, bro. Come on.
He has a season.
One more season. Come on.
And
we say the same thing next season, guys.
See, I think you should retire when people ask why and not why not.
Right.
So, you mean the Batman quote comes in, no?
Batman quote?
Yeah, that you live long enough to become the villain. You either die a hero or live long
enough to see yourself become the villain. Chhetri is never going to be a villain, that's for sure. But this season 2 goals, 1 penalty, 1 non-penalty goal. Even though he has not played a lot, I think there is a reason why he has not been playing. He hasn't been giving too much to the team. Against Mumbai, what did you think of his performance? First, let's talk about
his performance. Look, it's not I don't want to look at this performance as a singular performance. I think it has to be looked in the context of where it's coming from. He's not played for 7 games. The games he's played before that, he wasn't sharp. He is not as quick. He might be fit. He is running, right? But there's something missing, right? That maybe that 5 inches extra of energy burst, which then gets him those goals, or that space to give that pass. I think that is missing now. Okay, maybe I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But coming to your question about how Sunil Chhetri was in the Mumbai City game, I think he had a good game. He had a great game. Keeping in context whatever happened, I think he had a great game. He was there at the end of things. He was pressing really well, winning the ball a couple of times, making a couple of chances. So he was there. I think
nice
he
centre
did
forward.
He did a great job.
I think if we get a new manager, then Chhetri stays, does not retire, because I think a better manager can get the best out of Sunil Chhetri.
Right.
We saw Carlos Kodar get the best out of him. We saw Roca get the best out of him. So, and I think it's down to Simon's tactics that hasn't worked for Sunil Chhetri.
Yeah.
I think he's not fit to play counter-attacking football just because he's 38 years old.
Right.
He cannot run past defense anymore, man. He can do it once or twice in a game, but you cannot expect him to run through every time Harvey gets the ball and him dash to the sidelines and make that run to get the goal.
Yeah.
But I think if we get a manager who plays possession-based football, Chhetri is my first name of the team.
Right.
On the left wing, he's still irreplaceable. I think you play Chhetri, Roy, and someone else. You get a right winger. Charlie Charan is left wing again.
Shiva is also there.
Shiva is also
right?
left winger.
So maybe we lose Roy and get a reinforcement of a foreigner somewhere else.
Chante, baby.
All this is down to who's going to be the manager of next season.
And time is running out.
Yeah.
Like
Nice
you can't
time,
wait until the end of the season and say, okay, I will decide later. The things are just going to move past. So lot of big decisions for sure, right?
Like for me, instinctively, I feel this should be Chhetri's last season because he's not contributing to the team that much.
Right. Yeah.
And he's on fucking mental wages for sure.
Yeah. So, I'm not worried about the wages, man. If BFC can't afford it, crowdsource it. We will donate and we will pay for his salary. I don't give a shit.
I will let him live in my house also.
Yeah. I mean, if if it comes to
if
it.
it comes to it.
Exactly.
So no, but purely performance on the pitch wise, I thought I've been preparing myself for him to hang up his boots mentally.
Question.
Yeah.
How do you think his performance was for a second choice striker?
So who's the first then?
Roy.
Shiva is your first choice?
Shiva, not
Or Roy?
Shiva, Roy, or whoever you get in. Like, is there one more season that we can use him to at least, guide our youth and even contribute on the pitch as the sub?
No, I think you keep him as mentor, bro. It's fine.
Yeah.
If you're not keeping him as a player,
He's the DNA of this club, buddy.
Yeah.
Like
he's not. It's not that if he retires, he's not going to be part of BFC. That's not the case.
I don't know that
I hope
yet.
so.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be in touch with everything that happens within the club and all that. But it's so tough.
I think he should, be there until, we have his apprentice ready to go. And Shiva, I think maybe one more year. And maybe then Chhetri can say that, okay, I can...
See, for all the emotional reasons, I want Chhetri. I don't want him to ever leave. Even if he's 60 years old, I don't want Chhetri to leave.
Like that Japanese player.
Yeah, that dude.
I don't. Yeah. 52 or something that guy.
Yeah,
that
he's still
is,
playing in some top level football.
So just from practical, I'm trying to see it from a different point of view now. From Sunil Chhetri's point of view, right? He's 38. He's the top scorer for India. He has not won... The one major trophy has not won is you can say AFC Cup, you can say AFC Champions League, you can say, but more importantly AFC Asian Cup. You're not going to win the Asian Cup, but we can dream, right? Exactly this time next year in January.
Every day.
Exactly. I dream of BFC winning the World Cup one day. So you can dream.
Club World Cup.
Club World
Ho jaye.
Coming back to the point of Sunil Chhetri's point of view, I'm sure he has Asian Cup in mind, which is 2024. If he had run through a brick wall this season, then his legs would have just given up. Maybe he has that in his mind for 2024 this time next year, right? So maybe he's preserving a little bit of energy. If he's doing that,
well and good.
I mean, go for it, man.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And if the same pattern continues next season, where he's not your first choice in the team sheet, then that saves his legs also for the national team.
Yeah.
And it could work out in his favor and for the nation's favor, which I'm all for it.
End of the day, the only reason we are doing this here right now is for the love of football, love of Chetri,
this man right there.
and for national glory, man, of some kind.
Football in India.
Yeah.
That's going to be a turning point.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap up this episode and eagerly await the Goa game so that we finish on a high, finish the league on a high.
Yeah.
And then
come back for the eliminator.
Come back for the eliminator, baby.
At the fortress.
Ready to punch anyone that comes in the way. And don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell icon, as the influencers say. And
We'll
do the
see you on
good
the
deeds.
next one.
We will see you later.
Cheers.